Alrighty y'all, today we're going to be testing out a few splitting wedges. We have a few options here. We have your traditional straight wedges. We have a vintage one here. It's a little bit thinner in the back. The striking surface is smaller and the actual surface that you're pounding into the wood is smaller, whereas this one is more flared out and wider. I in fact even took a lot of time grinding this down thinner, but it's still pretty thick. And the striking face in the back is thicker. And then we have this one, which is pretty much the opposite. It's twisted and the back is wider, so it's going to have more splitting power once you get down in there. It's going to force it apart more. And it's tapered this way. So this section here is actually thinner, both this way and this way. It's incredibly thin. So we're going to test this one out first. See how it does. This is some maple. It's got a little bit of a knot in it. Let me see what it does. That one works pretty well, I would say. One thing I really like about it is I've tested this one on lots of wood, elm, hard ash, and I found that sometimes this is the only one that'll stick. I even took just a belt sander and thinned this down a little bit more. And I really like how thick the back is, so it's really easy to hit. So let's grab another piece of maple here and we'll try out the other wedges. Sorry about all the cars going by there. It's pretty much rush hour around here. Alright, now we're going to try out the Harbor Freight one that I ground down. See if this one will stick in there. This stuff has a lot of cracks in it. It's not nearly as hard as some other wood or as stringy as some other wood, so it should work. Yeah. One thing I do like about this wedge is since it's thicker in the front, if it does go into the wood, it tends to open it up quicker. Just because the tip is thicker. But I'm gonna move this one onto the ground here. Oh, you're short. This one had a little bit bigger knot. Yeah, you can see we pretty much cut that knot just about in half. Now let's grab the last piece of wood and we'll try out the last wedge. This piece here has two smaller knots. The piece itself isn't quite as big. Alrighty y'all, sorry about that. The camera ran out of storage space, so we're going to go pretty quick with this one. This one is a lot harder and chips out, so I'm going to be wearing safety vests for it. that out. And that piece, I think, was a lot easier than the other two pieces in terms of the wood hardness, but this was a fairly limited test. And I'll tell you that with the 4-pound twisted wedge, really large face on the back, really easy to hit. The extreme slimness of the front makes it so I can pound it into any wood, unlike the other two. This one I can pound into wood more often than I can the thicker one, but in the wood that you can pound this into, you know, it pops it apart a little bit quicker. And of course the vintage ones are harder, so they'll chip out in that. And all of these I have ground down a little bit. This one I just brought to a point. This one I took a lot off of it. And this one I just took a little bit off of it, but in my experience, I would recommend just get a twisted wedge. It's probably the best kind there is out there. So, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to check out some of my other videos. Like and subscribe, and see you on the next one.